Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Ali, for the final time before you go on holiday, would you mind getting my question?
Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Change your face. Change your face. Change your face.
Oh, look at that.
Did you see the dip of the shoulder, though?
Wow. You excited about your holiday?
Yes, I am.
Yeah?
So is my wife and the kids.
Was it France, Germany?
Germany, France, and Switzerland.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah. I'm going to work on my German, you know.
Oh, yeah?
I'll come in handy.
And you go to Strasbourg. Did Frank give you any useful tips?
Yes, he said a couple of places that I should go to, but in particular a restaurant, which I've already made a reservation. L'Ancien Douan.
Oh,
yeah.
Very nice. How is your French?
Not very good.
No?
What did he say?
I think your Spanish may be better than my French.
Wow, is that bad? For the panel, Luka Modric just re-signed with Real Madrid. How surprised you that at 37 going on 38, he can still play at this level? Did you guys know anyone during your playing days that lasted that long? The thing I always like about Modric as well is that he still loves playing. You can just see he loves everything about it.
Yeah, I think that's a little strange for me because, you know, generally what happens is when you get older, you tailor your game to what you can and can't do.
Yes.
And again, when you're 37, 38, as far as running around is concerned, a normal person can't do what they used to do. And so I'm a little surprised because he's going to have to do what he's done all his career. I don't know whether he's going to be able to do it again next year.
Right.
Like wingers can go into the middle of the park and slow it down and pass the ball, and it takes away the physical running. You know, you can just adapt and do certain things. You know, you can become a sweeper, so then you're not running up and down. And I just don't see how Modric is going to adapt his game, because Real Madrid are going to be looking for him to do exactly what he's been doing for the last decade. I don't know whether he's going to be able to do it next year or not.
To that point, Ali.
No? Okay.
With Modric and Cruz now renewing for another year, what is Real Madrid's best midfield?
I would play Fede Valverde.
Right.
I would play Jude Bellingham. And I would play Luka Modric.
Yep.
That would be my three. Valverde holding, and Jude Bellingham box to box, Modric a little bit more offensive.
Stephen?
See, I would play Cruz. I would go with the other two, but I would play Cruz
Instead of Modric?
Yeah.
I just want the legs of Valverde in there to cover the ground, because I just don't think that Toni Kroos can, well, even at his best, he wasn't a guy that was chasing around all that much.
Yeah, but passing the ball.
Yeah, well,
Like when I think of Modric, I think more about energy and, you know, striking balls. You're outside of his right foot. I think of Cruz, I don't think about energy. I think about pure football and passing and little movements and pinging long balls and playing nice short balls and playing a nice pass in behind.
Some nice
which is why I would play
gestures,
Cruz
Stevie.
Over Modric.
Nice hand gestures there.
yeah, I know. There's a lot of this,
a lot of that.
and this, that.
Yeah.
See them on the dance floor down.
I've seen them on the dance floor, Stephen.
Oh, hello.
Question for Stevie. Did Stevie ever play against Paolo Maldini's AC Milan or Italy sides? If yes, how was the experience?
Well, unfortunately for us, we got banned from Europe for 6 years.
Right, after Heysel, yeah?
Which kiboshed the chance of playing against the Milan side with Maldini and all these other guys. I mean, we did play against the Juventus side with Platini and the like.
Yeah.
Boniek,
yes.
was Laudrup
How was
there
the
as well?
experience? I mean, listen, back in the 18s, the experience of playing away in Italy, there was always question marks about the officiating.
Oh.
And I found out firsthand that what I had heard was absolutely true.
Controversy.
So, yeah, no, I mean, it was great. Great playing against the best teams, the best players. But unfortunately, not playing against that Milan side. I must admit, when we were flying 88, 89, with the team we had with Barnsley and Beardsley and Big Al, and
Yeah.
you know, we had a real team then. It was disappointing not to be able to play against them.
That Juventus team wasn't all that bad either, because you mentioned Boniek, Platini, Laudrup, a young Laudrup was a player as well for Juventus.
No, he wasn't there yet.
Okay, all right.
No.
He will get there eventually.
Serea, one of the best centre backs.
Yeah, Gaetano Scirea. Yes.
Player.
Which current champion, Ali, of the top 5 leagues do you not see repeating as champion next season? Napoli, City, PSG, Bayern, or Barca?
Go over the list again.
Napoli,
Yeah.
City, PSG, Bayern, or Barca?
It's a good question.
Got to be Napoli, innit?
Well, yeah, but who's going to challenge?
Everyone's losing players around, aren't they?
Yeah, Inter is-
but Napoli's losing players and their manager.
I suppose so. It
was a surprise the way they went for the whole season as well. I mean, the others.
So what are we doing? We're doing PSG. Who's the most likely?
Barca's got to beat one team. Barca's got one team to beat.
But what a team to beat.
Bayern.
Right, no, let's do the order then. PSG atop,
they should win it.
the most likely. Bayern,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we're going City,
I would say City.
Barca, Napoli.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah?
In a process of elimination, you pick Napoli, but all I'm saying is that the teams challenging Napoli aren't all that strong, and they're losing their best players, or at least the most important pieces or more valuable pieces. The case of Inter, for example, Onana and this guy and Barella. I mean, how much more players can you lose and still be competitive? So I would say Napoli is the least likely to repeat. I just don't know who challenges them, really.
Yeah. To Stevie, when you were a manager, did you ever take advice on tactics from family members or friends? Imagine Eleanor going, "Look, I really think you need to take a look at the 4-5-1.
That would be comprehensive. No.
How were you when you lost?
Just keep away.
So she
Don't
knew.
talk to me.
She would just leave you.
Yeah, just leave me
And then would slowly and surely you would kind of come out of your funk.
Come back.
And how would that affect your diet?
Never affected me.
Hey,
So she would just kind of put the shepherd's pie in front of you and then leave you
Let's
to
not
it.
get crazy, Dan.
Yeah, no, just keep this. Just leave me alone.
Right, okay.
Just leave me alone.
Yes.
Because it won't be personal, but I'll end up saying the wrong thing.
I see, because you're in that kind of mood.
Yeah, so
Right.
it wouldn't matter.
And then when you got fined like $3,000, how was that taken in the house?
Yeah, that wasn't good. For a period after that, I get warned every Saturday I left the house.
Right.
Or the phone call when you're away.
Yes. Don't do anything
Don't
stupid.
do anything stupid.
Well, that's quite a good motto to live by.
Yeah.
For Ali, has the defending in MLS actually improved since you played, or will Messi average a hat-trick a match?
He will not average a hat-trick a match. I think Lionel Messi is going to find some difficulties with certain aspects of Major League Soccer. The people that suggest that he's just going to show up and magically score 3 goals every single game.
And he's old.
And I can tell you, there have been matches this season for PSG in which he was less than interested. Now, I'll take you to MLS, middle of summer in Miami. It's 100 degrees, humid. I don't know that he's running around, right? Still, he's able to provide something different, something that nobody else has and nobody else has had in the world. And does that mean that then Miami becomes a better team? Potentially so, but it doesn't mean that Lionel Messi is scoring 3 goals a game. I just don't think that people really understand some of the challenges that come with playing Major League Soccer. Some of the players that he has around him, that he's going to look at spaces and he's going to look at passes, that he's going to feel that's where the ball needs to go. And perhaps that other guy that is playing alongside him doesn't quite see it nearly as clearly as he does. And so there's going to be an adjustment period for him and an adjustment period for the players around him. But a hat-trick a game is not happening.
They've lost seven on the bounce.
Yeah, so again, to the point of what the material that he has to work with. Without him, they've been struggling. They'll be better with him, but you got to find a structure that actually supports what Lionel Messi is going to do. You got to have guys that are going to run around him. How did Argentina become successful in the World Cup? Guys that are willing to run for him, because I can guarantee you, if he wasn't running for PSG in a Champions League elimination knockout stage, he's not running for Inter Miami. Whatever you may think of MLS, he's not going to do the running that he wasn't doing at PSG just because he's in Major League Soccer.
How do you say bon voyage in German?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh, auf Wiedersehen, Ali. Have a lovely time. You had your holiday last week.
Oh, why?
Yeah, you're here with us all week. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, lucky me.
I really don't know whether it's a direct translation, bon voyage to Auf Wiedersehen, but we'll go with it.
We'll go with the Wiedersehen. No, I like it. Why not? Stevie's phone is back in the shop, by the way, for a phone update, as all of the contacts went in Eleanor's phone, and none of the contacts went to Stevie's phone.
No.
So it's something that's trying to be resolved.
It's shocking. That's how many days is that? It's like 4 or 5 days now.
Yes. I don't think you're going to get those contacts back.
Carry on.
But the good thing, you're taking it well.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Are you back tomorrow?
Aye.
Oh, it'd be lovely.
No,
wouldn't
I'm
it?
not. I'm not.
Oh, you're not? You sure?
Sorry,
no.
Phone. Got to deal with the phone.
Yeah, I'm going to the.
No, is Shaka
T-Mobile.
back from Pebble Beach? He was playing Pebble Beach today, I think.
Oh.
What's going on here?
What do you mean?
I'm going to Philly. He's going to Germany, Switzerland, and what else?
France.
Yes.
Jack is going to
Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on
You
here?
went down to Philadelphia. It was lovely. See the family. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.